What's up guys, my name is Devin, also known as FBE, and welcome back to another episode of Footballrs. Today we're going to be looking at the best gloves you can buy for the 2023 season. We carefully looked at all the different gloves available on the market right now and compiled a top 5 list with a couple honorable mentions for the best receiver gloves. For this list, we took a lot of different things into account. We're going to talk about the fit, the comfort, the grip, the style, and of course the price. Honestly, there wasn't a lot of new gloves for the 2023 season, so this list is going to be pretty similar to the 2022 video we did. Then lastly, this is my personal list, so if you guys disagree, that's totally fine. Everybody has different preferences, but this is going to be my top 5 favorite skill gloves. And I do encourage you guys to drop your own top 5 in the comments below. We're going to kick this off with one of our 2 honorable mentions, and the first one is going to be the Jordan Flylock. Now, when I first heard about these gloves, I was super excited. This is Nike's latest knit material football glove and has a super thin, lightweight back of hand material. You get a really good fit in these around the fingers and throughout the back of the hand. The material they use for the back of hand is kind of like a rough knit material. It's not my favorite. It doesn't feel super nice to the touch, and it doesn't really flex as much either. But the grip on them is simply the best in the game. These have Nike's Magnet Grip Plus, which is hands down the best grip you can buy on a football glove. It gives you plenty of grip right out of the package, and then it lasts a long time as well, so you're not losing that grip over the season. As far as looks goes, these are pretty sweet. They have tons of small little Jordan details throughout that make them pretty special, but they haven't dropped in many colorways. I think they have 4 or 5, so not really a ton to choose from as far as colors. But the true downfall in these is going to be the price tag. Yeah, these are a great, high quality, high performing football glove, but they retail at $60, which is at least $10 higher than kind of the average skill glove price. And throughout this video, one of the main things we're going to look at is overall value, and at $60, I just don't think the value is there, and that's why they're going to be outside the top 5. Now moving on to the second honorable mention, this one is going to be the Grip Boost Stealth 5.0. Now these are a glove we took a look at last year when this glove was kind of in its early prototype stages, but since then they made a couple tweaks and dropped in some new colorways. And these gloves are pretty solid all around. The fit is good, they're pretty comfortable, and the grip is amazing. It's in the name, Grip Boost. They have some of the stickiest gloves on the planet. The main complaint I've had on these is that the back of hand material is too stiff and doesn't really allow your hands to flex too much. The glove as a whole almost feels more like a big skill glove, something strong and supportive instead of a lightweight skill football glove, which is what this whole list is about. They have added a good amount of colors, and then of course the design is really cool as well. You get kind of the Grip Boost back of hand and then the cheetah peace sign palm, which is really cool. Shout out Tyreek Hill. As far as values, these are one of the better values on this list, coming in at only $45, which is a little bit below kind of that average price for a skilled football glove. Overall, this is a really sticky glove that feels great, has really good grip, but I just don't love kind of the lack of mobility that you get with this. Like, again, it just feels more like a big skill glove instead of a lightweight skill glove. All right, now we're going to head into our top 5 list, and at number 5 we have the Nextrend G2. For their second receiver glove, Nextrend took a huge step with these. These gloves are miles better than their original G1, which is an honorable mention on our last year's list. These gloves have an amazing material on the back of hand. It gives you a nice, soft, compressive fit, but it's also super flexible and you can move your hands freely. The fit down the fingers, the back of hand, and the thumb is all very tight, all very secure. I also really love how light these gloves feel on hand. They really do give you that kind of second skin feeling, and you honestly barely even notice that you're wearing them. As far as the grip, they have Nextrend's Next Grip, which is super sticky out of the package. It doesn't last as long as some of the other ones on the market, but it's still super sticky and it's guaranteed to help you catch the ball better than if you weren't wearing gloves. And then because of that tight fit and really sticky grip, you get a really good ball feel all the way around. And then these also have kind of the pinky wrap, so you get a little more catching surface area. So again, it'll help you catch the ball a little bit better. As far as design, I love the color block design. All their colors are super solid, and then they have some really nice subtle details throughout. And when it comes to actual colorways, I don't know if there's another company that has as many as Nextrend. I think they have 15 or 16 different colors, and a lot of them are very cool. For pricing, these come in right at that sweet spot, $50, which again, that's kind of the going rate for a pair of skill gloves. And for that $50, it's a pretty good value. It's a good glove, looks really nice, fits really nice, grip is solid, and of course you get all those crazy colorways as well. Coming in at number 4, we have the Under Armour Blur. Now these were a glove we checked out this past summer, and I absolutely love these gloves. Like most Under Armour gloves, a part of the back of hand is made from their heat gear, which is super light, super thin, and it breathes really well. The back of hand material gives you a really nice feel. It's nice and compressive, and it gives you kind of a lightweight feel as well. They use a couple other materials on the back of hand as well. They have 3 different materials. They all kind of work really well together to give you a fit that's compressive, but then also stable enough so the glove's not moving around all over your hand. Similar to the Nextrend G2s we talked about, these feel super duper lightweight on your hand. It's just that thin back of hand material. You barely even feel them on your hands. And then the grip on these is Under Armour's Glue Grip. Glue Grip is one of the better grips out there, and it's super sticky right out of the package. It's advertised as start sticky and stay sticky, which isn't really the case. Once you get some dust on there, you do feel the grip start to fade, but if you keep it clean with a nice wet cloth, you should be good to go. As far as style and colorways, they do come in a lot of pretty cool colorways. The styling isn't anything super crazy, but they do have some pretty wild limited edition colorways, which are pretty cool. These priced out at $50, which again, that's kind of the going rate for a pair of skill football gloves. And again, this one is going to be a very good value as well. It's a nice glove made with some really good materials, good grip, and it's going to last you a whole season. and the glue grip is sticky. Coming in at number 3, we have the Adidas Adizero 13.0. Now these gloves were kind of sneaky good. It's a super duper soft, compressive material that does a great job allowing your hands to move freely, but then also breathe really well. And then the grip on these is pretty good as well. These have Adidas Grip Tack, which has been proven to be one of the better grips in the game. They start sticky right out of the package, and then they do a good job staying that way as long as you keep them clean and take care of them. As far as looks go, these are a pretty good looking glove. They have some really cool details, and as usual, Adidas kind of hit it out of the park with all the different colorways. They've got some limited edition stuff. They've got the pinks, the greens, all the colors you could ever want, and a couple different styles as well. So now the price on these is $50 at Dick's Sporting Goods, but then if you head on over to Adidas website, they're $60. Obviously, I would suggest you get them from Dick's Sporting Goods for $10 cheaper, and at that $50 price point, they are on par with everything else, and it's pretty good value. Overall, since Adidas moved to this back of fan material, I've been a huge fan of these gloves, and the Grip Tack palms help you catch in more footballs. Coming in at number 2, we have the Cutters Rev Pro 5.0. You guys know I've always loved Cutters, even when I was a kid, and this Cutters Rev Pro 5.0 is no different. These are one of my favorite gloves from the season for a whole bunch of reasons. Let's talk about them. First off, the mesh back of hand they use on these is excellent. It's compressive, it's lightweight, and it's thin enough so your hands breathe really well. Your hands aren't getting too hot in these. You get full mobility in all your fingers, and then they do have those finger caps at the very tops of your fingers, so that's going to keep the glove from kind of rotating as you're catching the ball, making it easier to catch the ball. And now my favorite thing, and probably the best thing about Cutters, is their iconic SeatGeek grip. SeatGeek has been Cutters' grip formula for decades now, and it's just different from everything else on the market. Of course, it's sticky like everything else, but what sets it apart is its durability. This grip holds up in pretty much any element you throw at it: rain, sleet, mud, snow, whatever you guys got, it's going to handle it, and you're going to be able to catch the ball better than if you wore a regular pair of silicone grip gloves. And the best thing about this grip, if the grip starts to wear down, you feel the ball start to slip out of your hands, toss them in the wash, let them air dry, it's basically good as new. Now, of course, Cutters does their solid gloves, and they come in 8 different solid colorways, and then they also added some kind of designer-inspired options as well, so you guys can either go with a nice color or something a little bit louder. These gloves retail for $50, right on par with everything else. Overall, these gloves are the whole package. They fit good, they feel good, they're comfortable, they breathe well, the grip is incredible, and they look good. They're just a staple in the glove game, and I really don't see that changing anytime soon. Now, finally, we've made it down to the number 1 spot, and if you guys have watched this video or just skipped to this part of the video, please drop a like and comment. It really does help us out. My number 1 glove on my 2023 list of skill gloves is going to be the Nike VaporJet 7.0 / the Jordan Jet 7.0. So yes, my top glove for 2023 is the same as last year, the VaporJet. And then you guys probably know this by now, but just in case you don't, the Nike VaporJet 7.0 and the Jordan Jet 7.0 are the exact same glove, just with a different logo and some different details. But the Nike VaporJet 7.0 is the entire package. These gloves have an incredible fit on the back of hand and down all the fingers and up through the thumb. And the silicone overlays do a great job keeping the glove planted on your hand so it's not moving or rolling around as you catch the ball. The back of hand mesh is nice, it's lightweight, it feels really good, and you have full mobility in all your fingers. And then the grip on these is simply the best in football year after year. These have Nike's Magna Grip Plus, which we talked about with the Flylocks. It's just the best. It's super duper sticky, and it stays sticky throughout the entire season as long as you keep it clean and take care of them. And then just like the Nextrend G2s, these have the pinky wrap on the side, so that's going to give you a little extra catching area when catching the ball, which is always nice. You can never have too much grip. Now for style, these are another just super clean staple of the game, Nike football glove. The design is modern but not too crazy. They have a whole bunch of different team colorways, so you should be able to find one that fits your needs. And then of course, if that wasn't enough, they also have the Jordan variants, which are unreal. They have so many cool details, and they come in a lot of kind of Jordan-esque colorways: red, white, black. As far as pricing, the Nike version is $50, which again, on par with everything else. And then the Jordan ones are a $55 glove. Overall, the Nike VaporJet 7 is my ideal football glove. It fits really good, it looks really good. The Magna Grip Plus is incredible, and I just love them. And honestly, this shouldn't really come as a surprise because most of the NFL and college football guys are wearing these gloves, and that's because they're just good. They are the complete package and well worthy of the number 1 spot on my 2023 list of best skill gloves. There you guys have it. There are my top 5 skill gloves from the 2023 season. Honestly, not a lot to choose from this year, but please let me know in the comments what gloves you guys are rocking this year. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, like the video, comment what you guys want to see from us in the future, and subscribe for more videos just like this one. My name is Devin, also known as FBE, and thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of Footballrs.